Chapter 2 Photoshop CC Advanced Tools. Concept note: layers are useful because they let you add components to an image and work on them one at a time without permanently changing your original image. Learning outcomes: children will be able to understand the relevance of layers in Photoshop, explore more advanced tools of Photoshop. Neha: hey Tia, have you ever wondered how graphic designers create those amazing images and designs? Tia: yeah, I have. It seems so complicated. Neha: it's not as complex as it looks. One of the key things they use in software like Photoshop is layers. Tia: layers? What are those? Neha: well, think of it like stacking transparent sheets of paper. Each sheet can have something different on it, and when you put them all together, you get your final image. Tia: oh, I get it. So layers are like different levels of an image. Neha: exactly. You can edit, move, or hide each layer independently without affecting the others. It gives you a lot of control and flexibility when creating designs or editing photos. Tia: that sounds really useful. Can you show me how it works in Photoshop? Neha: sure. Let's open Photoshop and I'll walk you through it. Adobe Photoshop is a popular graphic software developed by Adobe Inc. It is widely used for editing and manipulating digital images and photographs. It offers a wide range of features and tools that allow users to perform various tasks such as fixing colors, reducing noise, adding effects, and fixing brightness or contrast. It is also used by graphic designers and web designers to create and change images for web pages. Layers in Photoshop. Layers are transparent sheets stacked on top of each other, and each layer can contain various elements such as images, text, shapes, or adjustments. This makes Photoshop an amazing photo editing and compositing tool. Layers are used to stack multiple images, add text to an image, add vector graphics, etc. Adding a layer in Photoshop. We can add them or delete them at any time we want. Step 1. Opening the layer panel. When you create or open an image in Photoshop, the image itself is displayed in the main canvas area where you can view and edit the visual content. The layer panel is a separate panel that allows you to manage and organize the layers that make up your image. It provides a list of the layers you're working with. By default, when you create or open an image, you will see a background layer listed in the layer panel. Step 2. Unlocking a layer. Layers in Photoshop can be locked to prevent accidental changes. It means we can't move or perform any changes on them. To unlock the layer, click on the lock symbol within the layer panel or right-click on the layer and select Unlock Layer option from the context menu. Step 3. Renaming a layer. To rename a layer, double-click on its name in the layer panel. Type a new name for the layer. Now our Photoshop layer is unlocked and its name is also changed. So it can be easily moved, and when we move it, we will see the transparency checker pattern behind the layer. This all indicates a transparent background. We can customize it in the preferences. To add more images, press Shift key and drag and drop the image to the center. Step 4. New layer created. We can see a new layer on top of layer panel is created instead of adding or mixing the pixels with Photoshop background layer. Step 5. Turn off layer with eye symbol. In layer panel, we can see each layer has an eye symbol. By clicking on eye symbol, we can turn on or turn off the layer. We have worked with 2 images now. Add text and then see what changes occurs in the layer panel. We can see a new text layer is created on the top. It means that Photoshop layers system is to keep every single item in different layers and don't let any of them destroy or mix with each other. Step 6. Layer mask. Photoshop layer mask can hide or reveal pixels of a layer without deleting them. Without the help of mask, if we want to hide some part of the image, then we have to delete that part by using eraser tool in the tools panel. Layer mask is another image attached to the layer. We can take a layer mask by clicking on this icon, or another option is select the layer and open layer menu and go to layer mask and choose reveal all. It adds a new layer filled with white color, and white color will reveal everything on image. Step 7. Hide part of image with layer mask. Now hide some part of the image. For that, instead of using the eraser tool, we have to choose brush tool, and we can see that the layer mask is filled with white color, so paint with black color. We are just hiding pixels with the use of the layer masking in Photoshop. Look at the layer mask. It has painted this area with black color, and that black color is hiding what is on the layer. If we press the Shift key and click on that layer mask, then the mask will be disabled and it reveals everything on that layer. That means we have deleted nothing. So this was the basic concept of Photoshop layer mask. Step 8. Blending modes. Blending mode allows us to blend any layer with another below it. For example, we select this layer and go to blending mode and change it to overlay from normal. Look how it blends with the background image, but the good thing is the layer is not mixing up with the other layer. It is still separated. If we change the blend mode to normal, then we can get our original image back as it was before. We can add different things using layers in Photoshop, whether it is text, images, shapes, or in the latest version of Photoshop, we can add even a 3D model in layer panel and work. Painting tools in Photoshop. A painting tool is a function or feature in a graphics editing or painting program used to modify the canvas or image by applying paint strokes or filling areas with color. Photoshop provides you with various paint tools discussed as under. Brush tool. This tool is used to apply colors to a creation. Its default shortcut is the letter B. To use this tool, follow the given steps. Click on the painting tools icon. Select brush tool. Various properties related to this tool will be shown in the options bar. Make desired modifications. Pencil tool. This tool is used to give a sketching effect to your image. It creates hard edges to your image. To use this tool, follow the given steps. Click on the painting tools icon. Select pencil tool. On the options bar, choose your desired pencil options. Color replacement tool. Color replacement tool normalizes the color of your picture to whatever color is selected in your color swapper. You have a blue section that you want to paint red, but still keep your shading and variation of colors. You can use this tool to do just that. To use this tool, follow the given steps. Click on the painting tools icon. Select color replacement tool. In the options bar, set the tool's feature. Paint tool options. The options available for painting in the Photoshop vary with each tool. You can set the following options in the operations bar. Tools preset picker. This option lets you preset the settings for the specified tools. Brush preset picker. A preset brush is a saved brush tip with defined characteristics such as size, shape, and hardness. Mode. This option would set the method for blending the color you paint with the underlying existing pixels. Available modes change with the currently selected tool. Paint modes are similar to layer blending modes. Opacity. This option sets the transparency of color you apply. As you paint over an area, the opacity does not exceed the set level no matter how many times you move the pointer over the area until you release the mouse button. Flow. Flow option sets the rate at which color is applied as you move the pointer over an area. As you paint over an area, keeping the mouse button down, the amount of color builds up based on the flow rate up to the opacity setting. Auto erase. Auto erase option would paint the background color over areas containing the foreground color. You have to select the foreground color you want to erase and the background color you want to change into. This option is for pencil tool users only. Limits. This option is used to recolor pixels. Contiguous replaces the color of adjacent pixels containing the sampled color. Discontinuous replaces the color of the pixel containing the sampled color whether or not they are adjacent. Tolerance. The tolerance option tells Photoshop how different in tone and color a pixel can be from the area we clicked on for it to be included in the selection. Tech corner. Opacity of 100% is opaque, not clear enough to see through. History brush tool. History brush tool uses a preceding state or snapshot of an image. Firstly, this tool makes a copy of the image as it was in a previous state, then it uses the content of this copy to paint with. The given picture shows the history palette of an image. History brush palette. There will be 3 states when you use the history brush palette. The image is opened, the levels are adjusted, a glowing edges filter is applied. In the left column of this palette, there is a selection box next to each state. Click a box to select that state. By default, the selected state is the point where the file was opened or created. Paint bucket tool. This is one of the most frequently used tools in Photoshop. It fills the selected area with a color and is often used to create a background. It is also one of the most straightforward tools in Photoshop and is relatively simple to use in most cases. To use the Paint Bucket tool, follow the given steps. Right-click on the Paint tools and click on Paint Bucket tool. Now set your background and foreground colors. Click on the workspace. You will see the desired color. Gradient tool. This is the more complicated tool than the Paint Bucket tool. It works by having one color to fill, fade into the other. To use the Gradient tool, follow the given steps. Right-click on the Paint tools and select Gradient tool. Various options related with the Gradient tool will be displayed in the options bar. Choose the desired style. Move the pointer towards the workspace and drag it. The selected gradient will be applied. Retouching tools. These tools repair damaged images, apply repeated patterns, or replace colors in an image. Tools that come under the retouching palette of Photoshop CC are given below. Healing brush tool. The healing brush allows you to correct the blemishes, imperfections, and uneven skin. The healing brush tool takes sampled pixels from the image. Spot healing tool. This works exactly the same as a healing brush, just in this tool you don't have to take the sample pixels. It automatically takes the sample pixels from around the area to be retouched. Red eye. The red eye can occur in your photos due to the camera flash. The red eye tool in Photoshop is made specifically to eliminate the appearance of the red eye. Patch tool. You can edit or repair the selected areas using Patch tool. It also matches the shading and texture of sampled pixels. Content Aware tool. This tool, just like the Patch tool, allows you to adjust the image. Clone Stamp. The Clone Stamp tool paints one part of an image over another part of the same image or over another part of any open document that has the same color mode. You can also paint part of one layer over another layer. The Clone Stamp tool is useful for duplicating objects or removing a defect in an image. Pattern Stamp. The Pattern Stamp tool paints with a pattern defined from your image, another image, or a preset pattern. Pen tool. Photoshop includes a few versions of the pen tool. This tool creates precise paths that can be manipulated by using anchor points. The freeform pen tool allows you to draw paths freehand, and with the pen tool, the drawn path attaches closely to outlines of objects in an image, which is helpful for separating them from a background. Type tool. In Photoshop, whenever you like to add any sort of text to a document, you see Type tool. This tool is found in the Tools panel along the left side of the screen. It is the icon that looks like a capital letter T as shown in the picture. With the Type tool selected, your mouse cursor will change into what is usually referred to as an I-beam. Type tools are of two types. Horizontal type tool, it allows you to insert the text in the horizontal direction. Vertical type tool, it allows you to insert the text in the vertical direction. Shape tools. Shape tools are used to create vector shapes and paths. The following are the shape tools accessible in Adobe Photoshop. Rectangle tool. It is used to create a rectangle or square. Rounded rectangle tool. It is used to create a rectangle or a square with rounded corners. Ellipse tool. It is used to create an ellipse or oval or a circle. Polygon tool. It is used to create a polygon having minimum 3 sides. Line tool. It is used to draw lines. Custom shape tool. It is used to create custom shapes that can be accessed from the custom shapes library. Shape tools have 3 modes of working as follows. Shape layer. When you draw a shape with this mode, a new layer will be created. It is called shape layer. You can move and manipulate this layer independently by double-clicking on the Create New Fill or Adjustment layer thumbnail in the layer. You can change the color of the object or shape. Path. With path mode, a vector path is created on the selected layer. A path cannot be printed unless its properties are changed. You can apply fill and stroke to the path. By pressing Ctrl plus Enter, the path can be converted into a selection. Fill pixels. With the Fill Pixels mode, filled shapes can be created on any selected layer. Text Corner. Another tool with the same properties as of shape tools is the pen tool. Navigation tools. Hand tool and zoom. Hand tool. Hand tool is good for freeform navigation through your picture while zoomed in. You can just click and drag to move about. It is the default left-click application when you are using a pen tablet. Zoom tool. You may like to get up close to do some tight editing or may desire to move out so you can see your picture in its entirety. Keep the zoom tool active for a quick way to zoom to actual pixels or fit to screen. Rotate view. Rotate canvas view using the Rotate View tool. The Rotate View tool lets you change the canvas view at any angle. Click and hold the hand tool and select the Rotate View tool or press Shift plus H. Drag the tool anywhere on the canvas to change its orientation. What are smart objects? A smart object is a container that holds the contents of a layer. The container protects the contents inside it from harm. We can scale and resize the container, apply transformations, warps and distortions, and even apply Photoshop's filters to a smart object, all without any loss in quality and without making a single permanent change to the layer inside it. A layer into a smart object. Let's start by learning to convert an existing layer into a smart object. Here's an image we currently have in Photoshop. In the Layers panel, we see the image on the background layer. Method 1. The Layer menu. There are a few ways by which we can convert a layer into a smart object. One way is by going up to the Layer menu in the menu bar, choosing Smart Objects and choosing Convert to Smart Objects. Going to Layer, Smart Objects, Convert to Smart Object. We now see a Smart Object icon in the lower right of the layer's preview thumbnail. This is how Photoshop tells us that the layer is now a smart object. the Smart Object icon. Method 2. The Layers panel menu. Another way to convert a layer into a smart object is from the Layers panel menu. Click the menu icon in the upper right corner of the Layers panel. Clicking the menu icon, then choose Convert to Smart Object from the list, choosing Convert to Smart Object in the Layers panel menu. Method 3. From the layer itself. A third way is to right-click or Win or Control-click on Mac directly on the layer in the Layers panel. Right-click Win or Windows or Control-click Mac on the layer and then choose Convert to Smart Object from the menu. Choose Convert to Smart Object from the list. Method 4. With the selection tool active, and finally if you have any of Photoshop's selection tools active in the toolbar, the marquee tools, the lasso tools and the quick selection tool, make sure you have a selection tool active. You can right-click directly on the image in the document and choose Convert to Smart Object from the menu. The only selection tool where the Convert to Smart Object command is not available is the Magic Wand tool. Right-click and choose Convert to Smart Object. Flashback. Adobe Photoshop is a popular graphic software developed by Adobe Inc. It is widely used for editing and manipulating digital images and photographs. Pen tool creates precise paths that can be manipulated using anchor points. Type tool is used to add any sort of text to a document. History brush tool uses a preceding state or snapshot of an image. Shape tools are used to create vector shapes and paths. Photoshop provides you with the brush tool as well as the pencil tool to paint image. Color replacement tool normalizes the color of your picture to whatever color is selected in your color swapper. The options available for painting in the Photoshop vary with each tool. Selection tools let you quickly move and manipulate any shape with a path. Keep Zoom tool active for a quick way to zoom to actual pixels or fit to screen.